Hi there, the Zealot here. Since making season 11's video was so much fun, I've decided to make the same but with the first season premiere. The episode that set the tone to the whole show, Days Gone By, is the first episode of the whole series, and it depicts Rick's chain of events before and when the apocalypse was happening. The episode starts with Rick Grimes stopping on an intersection, walking to a gas station looking for gas. He starts hearing footsteps. He leans down and sees a supposed little girl picking up her teddy bear off the ground. When Rick approaches the little girl, she turns out to be a walker. Rick then proceeds to shoot her in the head. Title sequence. We jump to a scene with Shane and Rick having lunch in the car and talking. They then get a call from the dispatch saying there's a robbery going on. After they set up the tire trap, they find themselves in a bullet fight with the robbers. Rick ends up being shot in the abdomen. He gets up, then he gets shot again in the back, and that puts him in a coma. He wakes up thinking Shane is there with him but is greeted with complete silence. He gets up and he's confused to find the whole hospital empty and destroyed. He finds a way out and he sees tons of bodies of deceased victims. He heads home, and on his way he takes a bike he found on the ground but not without being greeted by a walker. He arrives home just to find it empty. He breaks down crying, then proceeds to sit in his porch. He sees someone in the distance but Dwayne hits him with a shovel. Morgan holds him at gunpoint but he passes out. He wakes up in Morgan's home and Morgan explains to him the apocalypse situation. They then head to the police county to find weapons. They stock up and part ways. While reaching the radio stations near Atlanta, he reaches Shane's Mountains camp but they're incapable of hearing him. Lori gets in a fight with Shane and storms off. Shane goes to calm her down and tells her she can't act like that. We come to see that the two have been in love while Rick was in the hospital. Rick then finds himself out of gas. He later finds an abandoned home with a horse in the backyard. Rick hops on the horse and heads to Atlanta. Upon arriving, he sees a helicopter and decides to follow it. That leads him to a horde of walkers. He gets under a tank and hops inside it. The episode ends with Glenn trying to raise Rick on the walkie-talkie. This episode was amazing. I remember in 2010 when I was little kid and had no responsibilities, I would sneak out of my room, make me a grilled cheese sandwich and a hot chocolate and watch this episode for the very first time, and just the nostalgic feeling of the very cold breeze of October. The episode itself is very well done. There aren't a lot of characters' dynamics, but what makes the episode special is Rick's solo adventure of finding his family. The most enjoyable moment was seeing Rick talking with Shane. It's a classic scene. The least enjoyable moment was when Rick got shot the second time. I give this episode the final score of 10 Walker heads out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like me to recap plus review any episode of TWD, leave a suggestions. Thank you.